One of the best parts of playing physical trading card games and tabletop games is physically going to a local store to play in tournaments, and there are few better places to go in North Georgia than Hawk's Nest Gaming. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic all but halted physical play in person. Entire stores shut down and lots of physical play groups scattered. Even after those stores reopened for tournaments a year later, overall attendance had dropped significantly. I had been a big fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game since its release, but by the summer of 2021, I hadn't been able to attend an in-person tournament in over a year. That's when a friend of mine told me about the newly opened Hawk's Nest Gaming. Upon going in to check it out, I was immediately impressed by the friendliness and professionalism of the store's owner and operator, Ryan Murphy. The store's friendly, community atmosphere was such a breath of fresh air at the time. I wanted to keep coming back as often as I could, getting to know and making friends with the community of players the store had attracted.
Hawk's Nest got started. The idea happened in 2020. COVID was coming to a creeping end, and people were just dying to come back and play in paper. We were talking one day, and I was like, hey, let's just open a card shop. There's a place off Bells Ferry. It's been sitting vacant for a while. I bet we can get it for a song. So he said, all right, let's do it. I said, I'll bankroll it for the first couple of months so we get things growing. And here we are 5 years later. It just came from a love of the community. Big into Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was huge, he's huge into Magic, so that's really where it stemmed from.
I discovered Hawk's Nest from when I was in college. I was just getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time, and I wanted to go to more locals, but the only store near me just didn't have like a really great community. Someone recommended it to me, and I think from the first time I came in, like, it just stuck forever.
I've known Logan for forever from school. So I texted him, I go, hey man, there's an OTS near the house, it's super close, would you want to go with me one week? Like, I know we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In high school, and he texted me back and went, dude, I'm there right now. Pull up. The rest is history.
I had just kind of gotten the idea to start playing in paper, and I chose to, while they were in the appointment, walk down over here through the big grassy bushes over there. And I came in and I bought a couple things, and I immediately liked the vibe of the place. That was before they expanded, so it was a small, cramped little room at the time still.
I remember my first day I came in, Murph was really warm, he was really welcoming, him and Cam. On my first tournament, I was on Salaman Greats then. I think the first person I actually met was actually one of the guys was Ethan, so treated me very well. I was able to learn a lot. So it was a very memorable experience for me.
Me and two buddies, Joey and Austin, they told me about this place at first because we were looking for places just to hang out, right? And something like May 2021, they found this place, took me over, and we fell in love with it. They are very player-centric. The people who walk in the door regularly, they're the ones that are getting the most attention. So you always feel like you're known, you're welcome, and they're always willing to go the extra step for you, and they'll buy the product that they know people like. They'll even kind of self-sacrifice to try and get players what they want. They're always willing to do the extra mile for their players.
Cam and Murph are both incredible people. They are very helpful to the community, giving people a place where they can play, and they do it for all manners of games, all manners of people. So it's just a great place to just come and interact with people.
There's something about like the sense of community that you get from interacting with Cameron and Ryan from the first time you meet them, that I think feels much like a family. And there's nothing that can replace like that type of feeling in any other store that I've ever been to.
It's the people. I think that I've never felt more welcome anywhere, and I think that it really truly does. They've done a great job of creating an environment where anyone can come and learn and be an amazing player, and I think that's amazing.
In summer of 2026, the store celebrates its 5th anniversary since opening, and this video is dedicated to all of the incredible moments and memories of the past 5 years.
I really just like that you kind of get to know everybody that works here, and you just kind of get to form that relationship. So it's not complete strangers with everybody running the place.
There's so many people I know that have been always afraid to go to a store like this and play one of these card games in person just because they have social anxiety. Something about Hawk's Nest and their very professional, very welcoming, very communal attitude changed that. and they went out there and they played and they had a good time for the first time ever.
This is about having a community that's welcoming and everybody gets to come in and hang out with their friends. There's nothing that makes me happier than to see 40, 50, 60 people in here just having a good time, laughing, carrying on, and just genuinely enjoying being around each other and playing these games. It's just life.
I met a lot of my lifetime friends here. Aiden I met here is now my roommate, and yeah.
Not only trust the people that you play with, but also build the relationships. It makes it really worth it coming back here, because I feel like what Hawks Nest has is really, really rare.
Literally just the amount of people that I've met that have become my best friends, my family almost. I've met arguably a handful of people that I'll have as friends for the rest of my life.
You know, we as players don't exactly make the process of running a card shop easy. We can be kind of a rowdy group, and so all the more credit in the world to the owners and operators of Hawks Nest for bearing with us and making this an enjoyable experience for us and always staying professional.
I think probably my favorite moment was the Rarity 1 opening. In no way before was there so many people excited to open product like that I've seen really in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It was like everyone's trying to trade and everyone's trying to open more boxes and everyone's crowded the counter and everyone's looking over each other's shoulders trying to see what everyone opened. It was a really cool day.
About a year and a half, 2 years ago, when we finally got the ability to expand, everybody's been, I mean, you saw it when we were in here on Friday nights in like a sardine can, right? All these people just trapped in one place, and just how excited everybody was that, like, oh my gosh, you guys are actually able to expand. This is actually this is really getting momentum. This is long term. This is a real deal.
I had a really good time in a lot of the local tournaments, kind of the bigger ones, because we used to do this points playoff thing for Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments where they'd collect your points over the week and then have this big tournament at the end of the season. And competing in those where your friends become kind of your competitors in a more serious sense, being on camera, having the process of being in that environment, that was really cool. And I liked being part of the bigger competitive culture for Hawks. I like that a lot.
I cannot express the dopamine hit that I get after being in this social setting with my friends, the people that I know, at the shop playing these games, and just the high I get off of that social experience and how fun it is. And if you're watching this and you are someone who has social anxiety or anything like that, and you're intimidated to try one of these games or go play in paper in person, I implore you, go give it a try. Come to Hawks Nest. You will not be disappointed.
5 years in the books. Here's to another 5 years. This community is it's the best. It's the best in town. It's the best in the world. And I would not have it any other way. It is just such a blessing to be a part of this.